The only Dollar Tree items that I had this time is the sewing kit bag and the little unicorn sock. I'm going to make a sock dress. Everything else is remnants that I already had in my stash. It's actually easier to sew several outfits rather than just one at a time. Use the assembly line type method, get everything ready, and use the freezer paper that I mentioned in a previous video. I'm using this fabric as my palette, and the lighting does not do it justice. It's really beautiful, and everything else is built around this palette so that you can mix and match. I'm making a long jacket rather than a coat this time. I'm going to extend the sleeves a little, maybe 3/4 length. Here's one of the dresses. Here's another one. I'm making the leggings. I'm making 2 pair of pants. One is the dark polka dots, and the purple will be capris. Doing a pair of shorts. I'll show you how to do this little skirt. And I have a lot of this purple polka dot. I'll make some more things out of this. You've seen me sew mostly 18-inch doll clothes, truthfully, because it's easier to demonstrate how to sew the doll clothes for you. When sewing the Wellie Wisher clothes, I don't know about you, but I cannot get some of the tiny little openings under the sewing machine foot, so I end up sewing most of the 14.5-inch outfits by hand, which is very time-consuming. A previous video shows more information on how to use the freezer paper. My number 1 tip is to use your iron. Some people hate the thoughts of ironing, but I promise you it makes sewing a lot easier if you press often. I made an interesting discovery recently. I hemmed the doll clothes first rather than last. Those of you who have been sewing for a long time will be surprised. This is really an anti-commercial pattern instruction, but give it a try. Remember, I was going to make the top longer, so I hemmed here. I wanted the short shorter, so I placed my pattern here. I put a decorative hem on the pink fabric for the A-line dress. Here's the hem for the pants and the hem for the leggings. And I hemmed the sleeves. That's really a tiny area for me. Notice I've used my pinking shears so that I can skip finishing the edges with zigzag or serging. A big time saver for me is to use one color of thread. Changing the thread on the sewing machine slows me down. You'll also notice that I sew before I cut. I'm demonstrating in this clip that you don't have to buy the freezer paper. You can use your pattern. Use knit to make leggings, and just keep it smooth as you sew. I'm sewing all the curves on the pants using the assembly line type method. Sew the curves on the pants, the shorts, the capris. Now I'm ready to sew the shoulder seams. Notice I have sloped the A-line dress bodice. The pattern instructions are to place the top on the fold, and you can do that if you have plenty of fabric, but I had remnants, so I had to sew the shoulder seams. I finished the rest of the project off camera because I already have several videos on how to make the doll clothes. To make the little sock dress, you just fold in the heel, tuck it up under, and then sew. You cut off the toe part and hem it, and then attach ribbon as the straps. To make the little layered skirt, you cut 3 strips of fabric, and the only part you really have to measure is the waistband, and then you just gather the other 2 layers onto each other. By using the assembly line method and several shortcuts, I've got all of these outfits. I've made shoes from plastic, fabric, felt, and if you want instructions, I have 3 shoe videos. I would rather make accessories than sew trims on my outfits. I have several videos showing how to make accessories.